As directed health measures begin to loosen across the state, local restaurants are beginning to slowly reopen their dining rooms. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, some businesses in the region have been forced to shutter their doors to their regular clientele were able to resume operations yesterday, although things aren't fully back to normal.
I got to say, it's nice to be able to have customers come in the bar again. I miss seeing people. You know, it's not so much the revenue thing. The revenue thing is important, obviously, but just to see the customers I've grown relationships with for the last 14 years, it's nice to be able to have them come back in again.
Scott Swanson, co-owner of the Union Bar in Gering, says he was eager to have patrons and old friends back through the doors on Monday. Swanson says he was able to get by with curbside and takeout orders and loosened restrictions that allowed the sale of adult beverages to go.
Yeah, actually, we closed about a day before the governor, along with most of the other restaurants in Scotts Bluff Gering. We closed before the governor told us we had to. And the drinks and the to-goes was surprisingly, we were busier than what I expected. I had a number in my head what I thought we'd do in sales a day, and I think we surpassed that. And on Fridays, we kind of blew it out of the water a little bit. So yeah, it did help. You know, I mean, we paid our bills. You know, we definitely weren't making any money in March, but we paid some bills.
The dining room is open, seating at the bar remains closed, and Swanson says other key safety measures remain in place.
Some of the ones that are suggestions that we're going to abide by, my employees are going to wear masks at all times. We're going to temp our employees when they come in, before they check in, they've gotten their temperature taken. We started that today. So there's some things that we're taking a lot of precautions to try to make people safe.
He says he's hoping in about 1 month's time things go back to normal, but in the meantime, their food and drink options are fully available.
Yeah, we're going back to normal. I mean, we've got a full menu, the same menu we had before. And there's some things that we did during this that we're going to carry over. We did some ribs specials that we're going to continue to do every day, things like that. But for the most part, we're going to go back to normal. Dollar Burger Night on Wednesdays is going to go away at least until June, until we get opened up for normal.
Well, Scottsbluff Police continue to work leads in a weekend incident reportedly involving a firearm at Home Depot. Captain Brian Wasson says on Saturday afternoon, officers were dispatched to the store in reference to a reported assault. Witnesses say a male subject produced a handgun from his waistband following a confrontation. Attempts to locate the male in the area were unsuccessful, but investigators have a description and continue to try to identify the suspect. And a spill of distiller's grain on I-80 late Sunday night led to multiple crashes, but fortunately few injuries and no fatalities. The Nebraska State Patrol says dispatchers received a call about multiple jackknifed semis and other vehicles involved in a crash about 6 miles east of Big Springs near mile marker 113. Troopers say a truck hauling distiller's grain had spilled its load, making the road slick, causing the crashes involving 8 vehicles. 2 people were transported with minor injuries, but were treated and released. Eastbound lanes were closed for about 3 hours, and westbound traffic was detoured for about 4 hours as the Nebraska Department of Transportation had to bring a plow out to clean the roadway of all the grain. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with his comprehensive weather forecast. Love that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
Take your career to the next level with Chadron State College's online Master of Business Administration program, taught by experienced professors who care about your success. The accredited, fully online MBA program is backed by CSC's more than 100 years of education leadership. Flexible 8-week courses let you work at your own pace wherever you are, and CSC's experienced professors are committed to your success. Chadron State College, real people, real results. Join us today at csc.edu.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, across the region tonight, we're going to be dealing with clear to partly cloudy skies again, and skies will turn clear as we go through the overnight hours. And another chilly night tonight with temps down into the low 30s. Going to be dealing with another cool, frosty at times night. Breezy to windy conditions, especially on Thursday, and again in the weekend as well. Temps will be near to below normal, and it's going to remain really cooler than what we have been, although we've been well above normal for several days. 59 yesterday. That was about 10 degrees short of normal for this time of year. More rain piled up in the rain gauge, another 0.2 of an inch. 169 now for the month. We're about 1.43 inches above normal, about 0.2 below normal for the year. We've almost eaten into all that deficit. Speaking of rainfall, at 1.69 here in Scotts Bluff, 166 in Alliance, 123 in Torrington, just under an inch in Sydney and Kimball at 7100ths. That is for the first 4 days of May. Very beneficial moisture here across the high plains to start the month of May, which is one of our wetter months. 73 in Hayes, 71 in Goodland. It's 70 right now in McCook. Upper 60s and mid 60s in central Nebraska, low 60s in our area, some 50s up in the high country of Wyoming. We're at 59 in Alliance, 66 in Ogallala, 64 right now in Valentine. Wheatland checks in at 63 degrees. Winds have been a little gusty today in the 15 to 25 mile an hour range, so making it feel even cooler than what it is really outside for a temperature. Partly cloudy skies early will quickly clear off. That's going to allow temps to plummet again tonight across the region. If you have any of that outdoor vegetation, probably another good night to bring it in. Low temperatures down into the upper 20s to low 30s here across the region, hovering around that freezing mark. We were at that side of it this morning as well. Clearing skies tomorrow. We're going to have a partly to mostly sunny day. By afternoon, we'll bring a few clouds in here. That's about it. Otherwise, we have sunshine overhead, and temps are going to be about where they were today, and it's going to be kind of breezy at times as well, although wind's going to be more out of the southeast tomorrow than they will out of the northwest, and temperatures in the mid and upper 60s to near 70 here in Wheatland. So overall, pretty similar forecast. If you liked today, you just kind of repeat it for tomorrow. Cool temperatures tonight, lows down around 32. For tomorrow, another breezy day. Southeast winds at 15 to 25. Highs in the upper 60s. It turns even windier for Thursday and a little cooler with highs near 60. Those temps near 60 are really going to stay around through the Mother's Day weekend. And then by late Monday into Tuesday, we bring another chance of showers here into the forecast and high temperatures in the upper 50s to near 60 again. So really a near to slightly below normal temperature forecast for pretty much all the next 7 days.
At TC & More in Scotts Bluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scotts Bluff.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by
Roosevelt Public Power District, your touch-tone energy partner, the power of human connections.
This is Karen's Land. It's been here a long time, and so is she, along with Mojo. The first fence post went up here. Now there's 5,000 of them. After the storm, she started the cleanup here. This is more than just land, it's home. Karen runs with us on a John Deere 3E Series tractor, because who says a day's work has to take all day? Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 3E Series for more.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com. Welcome back. Unified Command confirms 2 new COVID-19 cases here in the Panhandle, both of them being in Morrill County. One of the patients is a woman in her 50s and is being treated as a community spread case, while the second case is a female teen who is a close contact of a previous case. Through Monday night, there are 18 active coronavirus cases in the Panhandle, 37 recoveries, and a running total of 55 cases since early March. There are currently 12 active cases in Scottsbluff County, 3 in Cheyenne County, 2 in Morrill County, and 1 in Box Butte County. Looking at the statewide numbers now, as Department of Health and Human Service officials reported 0 coronavirus-related deaths yesterday, but there were an additional 432 cases reported, bringing the statewide total to over 6,000. Hall, Douglas, Dakota, and Dawson counties continue to be the hardest hit communities during this pandemic. And Regional West Medical Center opened a new critical care unit this week as they remain committed to meeting the growing needs of caring for the region's most critically ill and injured patients. The new critical care unit features 12 new critical care rooms, bringing Regional West critical care capacity to 40. The unit is designed with the latest technology, features large private rooms with decor that supports a healing environment, spacious tiled bathrooms, a state-of-the-art nurses station, and a welcoming guest lounge. Due to the current COVID-19 visiting restrictions, Regional West had to cancel a planned open house that would have let the public tour the unit prior to the opening. Completion of the new critical care unit marks an additional milestone in Regional West's strategic plan to expand services, update the facility, and continue to provide exceptional care for regional residents. Well, straight ahead, Shabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. She'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Yeah, I like to snag a couple crinkle fries before I pass it to the back. It's the dad tax, kiddos, and everyone's got to pay.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Lee's Heads.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
On April 23rd, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts and Nebraska Department of Ag Steve Wellman set guidelines for safely setting up and shopping at farmers markets. While the farmers markets in the Panhandle won't get underway until June, Megan Copenhafer, manager of the Scottsbluff Farmers Market and Gering Farmers Market, says there won't be any changes to their season. She says they had already been planning on safety and health guidelines.
I had actually talked and worked with our local health department to come up with some guidelines because we had already started meeting with vendors about maybe 3 weeks ago. And so at that time, I wanted to make sure that I had some health directives in place that would keep everybody safe.
Copenhafer says much of what they had planned on changing lined up with the governor's guidelines.
So we won't have our vendors located as closely to each other as we did in the past. And so in the Scotts Bluff market, that means we're going to take up a bigger footprint. And in the Gehring market, it's sort of a new year, and so that will just establish our footprint.
Copenhagen says the vendors will also be following guidelines such as washing hands or wearing gloves at their station. The first Scottsbluff Farmers Market will be June 6th, and the first Gehring Farmers Market will be July 2nd. For more information, visit their Facebook pages.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Get the incredible power of iPhone SE free from Viera Wireless. It's the most affordable way to experience iPhone, along with our Share More or Unlimited plans. Stay connected to life with all the talk, text, and data you can handle, now starting as low as $30 a month per line. So make the switch to Viera today at your friendly local store, or with our new limited contact takeout service, or online at Viera.com. Viera Wireless, where we make you our priority. See full offer details at Viera.com.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gehring, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gehring at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, National Travel and Tourism Week kicked off yesterday with a virtual reading of a proclamation by the mayors of Scottsbluff, Gering, Terrytown, and the Scottsbluff County Board Chair. Gering Convention and Visitors Bureau Director Carla Needon-Streaks expressed hope for the future of tourism in our area.
Despite through the very toughest times our industry has ever faced, we come together this week to champion travel and tourism, what it means to our community, the economics of our community, and all the aspects of our community that travel and tourism affects for our businesses and for our residents and for the overall quality of life. And the other most important thing that we want to stress in today's ceremony is that this will end. Travel will begin again sometime soon, and when it does, all of us in Gering and Scottsbluff County will be ready to welcome visitors with open arms again.
The Gering Visitors Bureau and Scottsbluff Area Visitors Bureau have planned a week of virtual events to salute our local tourism industry partners and to recognize their strengths, selflessness, and resiliency. The events can be found on the agency's respective Facebook pages. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.